All right, people, what's good? Welcome back to another episode of G&G News. So I am going to show you today what I think needs to be done in order to improve this game. So currently at this moment in time, if you were to play this game, you would end up on this menu. When you're on this menu, there's a couple of things that I think they need to change. So if you're playing multiplayer with someone, you can only play ranked multiplayer or regulated multiplayer. You can't play the season tour with someone online. Neither can you do couch co-op of season tour. Same with the starter circuit, and same with the limited events. The only thing that will allow you to do is private tracks and local free play you can do on couch co-op. Now, the reason why I think that the starter circuit, the limited time events, and the season tour should all be co-op and multiplayer is because they are some of the funnest events. The ranked multiplayer matches and the regulated multiplayer matches are not that fun. You get a lot of these very cool modes that are available for you to play in the limited time events because they change periodically. The season tour as well, that lasts for a month. Once it's done, it then starts again in 21 days. There's a lot of revolving content, but there's some big points in this game that need to be changed. Like, for example, these are the collections of characters that we can get. Now, you think there's a lot of characters, but in total there are 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So they are only 20 characters. This is Disney Speedstorm. You would think that there would be a lot more characters due to all the franchises that they own, and some of these aren't fan favorites. Like, for example, we got Figment. I don't think anybody wanted Figment unless you're someone who knows some of the older Disney characters. Primarily, most of the audience of the people that are going to be playing this game are not going to know who this character is. I do, but a lot of you will not. They need to diversify. They need to add more characters in. This would improve the game drastically. As at this point, I've been playing this game for nearly a week, and a week, maybe 2 weeks, and I've got nearly every single character that is going. Golden Pass is currently like their version of a season pass that also refreshes in 21 days, just like the season tour itself. And essentially, from playing matches, you will get these different items, which is pretty cool. They've gone down the same sort of path as most games these days with a season pass. The only thing I can say that I can speak up for Disney Speedstorm in their favor is the fact that we currently don't have any DLC that you can buy. There's no DLC that you can buy. Everything in this game you can win, but you have to play particular races in order to upgrade characters. So the game is essentially like a massive fetch quest. So I will show you. So if I click on Mickey, as you can see, I can upgrade Mickey. If you see the items at the bottom of the screen, these particular items are the only things that will allow you to upgrade that character. So you can play a match, you will get XP, but you won't get anything that you can use towards upgrading that character unless you play a particular match. Another thing that they need to vastly update is, we haven't got a lot of options for customization, which you would think, them being a Disney game, we get some cool Disney skins, some cool iterations of characters, but nothing like that at the sort. Another problem that has been happening is when you're playing matches, people have been saying that they have not been getting the rewards that they're supposed to get from matches. So it's kind of irritating. There's many different things in this that you can upgrade. So like this, for example, your MPR, which is your multiplayer, races, your rank, essentially. You can rank that up. There's many things in this game that you can rank up. Unfortunately, there is no platinum trophy either, which I thought was very silly. The game only costs £25, which is probably its biggest selling point, because it is technically a free-to-play game. You do need to have an internet connection. The whole game as well, unless you're playing local co-op, is completely online, so you need an internet connection in order to play this game. But yeah, it's just one of those games where you just unlock things to upgrade things, to unlock things to upgrade things, and it's cool, but like, we need more customization options, we need more character options, we need more victory animations. It just feels like this is 10% of a game. This isn't 100% of a game. Probably the reason why they only charge £25. We can see they took a lot of inspiration clearly from Mario Kart. Mario Kart is the OG in the kart racing, side of gaming. It's one of the original pinnacle games. It just feels like this is not a complete game. There's so many things that are missing. This is one thing you're going to do continuously as well. You're going to be in this store trying to buy items to upgrade your character. So the character customization and upgrades in this is kind of all over the place. So I will just show you, for example, every time that you go to the store, if you complete the main story, eventually you'll get these daily specials where you'll get like a free item once a day and limited edition things that you can potentially buy. But half the time these aren't worth it. So for example, to upgrade a particular character, you need certain items. So if you go to your golden pass, you can upgrade that. If you go to your player, if you click on your player, you see that there's a star rating. So these are two different things. You can level up a character with shards and they can go up in stars and they can be up to a 5-star character, but you can also upgrade the level of a character as well. And by doing that, you need to play certain matches to get these shards. So for example, you could buy them in the store. They cost 10,000 a box. They're not cheap to buy. You could play limited edition events, ranked multiplayer. There's all different ways that you can upgrade your characters, but essentially that is what keeps you playing this game. Also, you have crew members as well. They're like added to your character. If you add one of them, they all have different attributes. They can make your character better or worse in different ways. And by upgrading your stars on your character, when you have 3 stars, you can have up to two crew members, 3 if you get 4 stars, and 4 if you get 5 stars. So the game is just essentially keeping you playing by, getting you to upgrade certain parts of your character. Like, for example, you have a unique skill, but matches themselves within this game, it's all over the place due to the fact that this is a cross-platform game. It isn't a bad thing, but with it being a cross-platform game, you get a lot of hackers, you get a lot of people who, are modding when playing this game. So yeah, it can get kind of annoying. You'll always find a match. There's always people playing this game. Just be wary when you're playing online, because sometimes you will play with people and you can clearly see that they're using mods or they're hacking the game. I would like, obviously, Disney Speedstorm as well to increase the chapters. This is the starter circuit, essentially like the little main story that you play. By playing this, you unlock characters, upgrades, so on and so forth. So this is something that you have to play at the start of the game, but it's just too short. I dragged this out into like 3 or 4 different streams. Honestly, if I sat there, I could have probably done this whole chapter 1 to 6 in maybe 1 or 2 hours. It was not very long. The limited time events, as you can see here, they change every single day, so this will keep you coming back. But like I said, you'll only be playing these so that you can get the specific item that you need in order to upgrade a character. But yeah, that is literally everything about this game. There's a couple of different modes. There needs to be more modes, there needs to be more characters, there needs to be more customization. We've been sold 10% of a game at a £25 price point, which I guess for some people is attractive because, games these days cost up to £70. But I generally feel like there is a lot in this game that needs to be improved, a lot in this game that needs to be addressed. I have seen some visual glitches over the time. And yeah, I just wish they would add more, because they have such a big plethora of characters and animation styles that they can use, but they haven't capitalized on it. I know this game is being created by Gameloft and they've probably been licensed to use certain characters, but Disney, come on, listen to your fans. If you look at their Twitter is just littered with people saying that, they haven't got this item, this hasn't worked for them, that hasn't worked for them. I know that this game isn't, massively old yet, and it's still kind of relatively new, but they should have got to the point where they've added in enough characters, enough customization, enough levels, enough stuff to keep you coming back. Even if they did it as a paid DLC, maybe do a vote on Twitter or one of their most popular social medias and see what the people want, see what characters people want, see if there's any new tracks that people want. Because I enjoy the tracks on this game, but the problem is there isn't enough of them, and they just slightly refix a track by changing a particular way that you would go on a track or by adding in something different to it. To me, that's not really adding in anything new. That's just remixing the old formula to give people something else to play, even though it's just the same thing, just in a slight different way. So if it was a paid DLC, if it was generally worth it, like some of the characters I want to see is like James from Treasure Planet, for example. That would be a cool character to add in. Some of the OG characters, maybe some of the characters from Atlantis. I know it comes down to whether they can get like licensing deals for them, but I'm sure if they had enough people kicking up a fuss about Disney Speedstorm, like myself and many other videos that I've seen, I think that they would start to listen to the fans, because the player base of this, I think the very most attractive thing about playing this game is the price point and the fact that you're using Disney characters. This is the main reason why there's so many people playing this, and because it is a multi-platform game. But I think that, maybe they should have done like a £70 version that came with so many extra characters that you could unlock in the game. Because there was 3 different versions of this game that you could get: a standard edition, I believe, a special edition, and a definitive edition. I went for the standard edition because I wanted to unlock as many characters as I possibly could through normal progression. And I enjoyed the fact that you couldn't just buy certain characters. Only if you bought different modes you would get some characters unlocked early. I think it was 3 characters if you bought the highest edition, 2 characters if you bought the middle edition, and the standard edition that I bought came with 1 character unlocked, which is giving me more playability of this game. But I'll be honest, like the biggest thing that I enjoy about this game was probably the music. Like some of the soundtracks that they've remixed, turned them into dubstep, drum and bass, so on and so forth, from Disney Classics music, I think it's pretty great. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, if I didn't play this with Abster, I would probably start to get bored of this real quickly, because as a game, it's fun. Is it one of the best racing games I've ever played? No. Would I rather play Mario Kart 8? Yes. And there's many other games that I would rather play than this when it comes to racing, because the aspect of racing in this game is good, but the customization isn't there. We don't have enough tracks. We don't have enough characters. There isn't enough modes, and I just wish they made this game completely cooperative, because that would be fun. Everybody likes to play a game with a friend, so the fact that you can't do that, it feels like they kind of shot themselves in the foot with that one. But you guys let me know, do you enjoy this game? What characters do you want added in? Is there anything that you want changed? Do you agree with my opinion? Do you not agree with my opinion? At the end of the day, it's just my review. You have the right to make your own opinion. You may think what I'm saying is completely and utter trash. You might actually love this game for how it is and what it is, and if you do, fair enough to you. But me personally, they need to add more into this game, because I've got to a point that once I get all the characters, there isn't going to be anything else that's really going to continue making me play this game. Like, yes, you can unlock crew members for characters if that's what you want to do. Like, for example, you can unlock all of these and you can upgrade these as well. But the game is starting to feel like a massive fetch quest of, unlock a character, upgrade the character by playing certain races to get upgrades for that character, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And there's only so many times that you can continue playing a game like that before you get to a point where you feel that you need to just move on and do something else. So Disney Speedstorm, please add in some other characters, add in some more tracks, some more races, more customization. Just do a big update, even if it's a paid update and we've got to pay, I don't know, the game was 25. Even if it's a paid update and it's £10, make it worth it. If you're going to make DLC and it's paid DLC, make the DLC worth it for people to buy. Then they won't have so much of a problem parting with their cash if they know that, 1, the developer has listened to them, 2, it's worth their money and time, and 3, they're actually going to get a product that they want to play. That would be my only advice for this game. Otherwise, I would generally give this game, I guess, a 3 out of 10. It's an okay kart racer. It's decent because of the characters that you're playing and the soundtrack and the music, but there isn't enough modes. There's not enough to do. There's not enough customization. Like I said, we got 10% of a game sold to us at a £25 price point, which I don't think is the best. But the reason why it's sold is because of the characters and the franchise that it's associated to. Anyway, I've been GNG News. You guys have been my audience. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications if you haven't done already. And if you've enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you think what I'm saying isn't right, then leave a comment down below and let me know. All right, peace.